hands now. I forgot to mention some characters, but a lot of the characters I mentioned, well, mainly Caleb, Abby, and Julius are gonna be in the Skyfighter films. Yes, gonna make Skyfighter films too. If you're asking what Skyfighters are, they're kind of like Jedi from Star Wars. Now, they're not the same thing. Jedi have the Force power, but Skyfighters can use fire, ice, water, and lightning. Well, electricity. But the characters on there are Lucky, Man-Eye, Zyder, Chuck, John, Spencer, Caitlin, and let me think what else. I can't remember the other ones right now. Oh yeah, there's the Goblins. The Goblins are basically the Skyfighter soldiers. Lucky is basically a guy who has anger issues, and he uses he kills people for revenge. And Man-Eye is basically Zyder's apprentice, a Padawan. Chuck can't kill anybody. And Chuck is basically a person who can't harm anything. And Master Spencer is basically the wise one. He's wise. He's calm and assuming. He's wise. He knows his ways around things. And Master Caitlin is basically Master Caitlin is she's basically kind of the head of the Skyfighters. Now let me tell you about kind of Zyder. Zyder basically is Lucky's Lucky and Chuck's Padawan. But Zyder is more calm and assuming than Lucky. But I'll tell you what, I don't have designs for all the characters yet. This is not going to be released for a long time. I'm just announcing it now because the COVID-19's kind of messed things up for me and everyone. So don't expect that. Also, if you haven't got the last video, that's because I'm wearing this mask because it's a couple days after Halloween. I think it looks nice. It's scary, but it looks nice. Well, let me think what else Oh yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the designs. I don't know all the designs, but I know a lot of them. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the Ghost. The Ghosts are basically the Ghosts will appear in the Skyfighter films, along with Caleb, Abby, and Julius, and they are Caleb, Abby, and Julius's friends. You got the Blossoms, the Pinky Ghost. The Pinky Ghost, of course, are Pink Ghost. The Blossoms are basically dim-witted. They're not too smart. And then you got the Yuli Ghost. The Yuli Ghost, I don't know when they're gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna make them appear or not, but they will appear in the TV show. They're basically alien ghosts. That's what they are. They're aliens. And then the goofball ghosts are green ghosts. That's what they are. They're green ghosts that like to goof around. Now I'm gonna talk about the villains. You got George. George is the main villain. Now he's kind of like Sidious a bit. He's from Star Wars. He's strong and powerful, but unlike Sidious, he doesn't spend the entire franchise hiding out. He actually reveals himself that he's a villain pretty much right away. But George is basically a bad guy, and There will be general death and, well, I mean, now there will be General Death and Seymour. They're basically people who work with the Skyfighters and try to fight crime. That's what they do. They fight crime. But there's also Gizzy. Gizzy is basically one of the first villains you see on there. Gizzy is basically a bad guy too. Gizzy is one of the guys who I don't know what he's gonna look like right now. I haven't decided yet, but he is. I think I'm gonna make him an alien. Is what I'm gonna do. I haven't decided yet. But also, now they're gonna have, the villains will have minions just like the good guys. They'll have the lizards. They're basically lizards, like alien lizards. But there will be lizards. There will be droids. Kind of like Star Wars. Only these droids are kind of different. And I'm gonna go ahead and mention this too. There will also be some super dark Skyfighters too. Now I don't remember the names of all of them. I remember some of them, like Terrace and Manthai. Terrace and Manthai are Manthai is basically a Skyfighter who has shadow powers, and Terrace is a guy who can suck souls out of people. So he's kind of like Hades from God of War. Only he's not really the devil or anything. Yeah. But I do remember the powers that the super dark Skyfighters have. They got shadows, the brightness. Where one Skyfighter has, he's the Flash. He's got brightness. You got one guy who uses electricity. One person who's fast. You got one person who uses ice powers. You got one person who uses the roots and wind. Well, one uses his plant abilities. One uses his wind, and then you got the one Terrace who uses his powers to drain souls from people. So those are the ideas for the characters. Eventually, I will release it, but it's gonna take a while because COVID-19 slowed things down, and I've been working on this thing since I've been working on the Caleb, Abby, and Julius show since I was like 9, and I've been working on this since I think I was like 12, I think. So I've been working on that stuff for a while. Anyway, I'm gonna let this go. Drop a like if you can. Subscribe if you can. I feel kind of lonely here. I don't have a lot of subscribers. So if you're watching this, can you please, get some subscribers for me? Or I'm not trying to demand people or anything. I just kind of want to have some. I want some people to talk in the chat with. Because I'm lonely on this. I'm lonely here. Only a few people watch my videos. If you guys can help make my YouTube channel popular, that'll be nice. I would really appreciate that. I really would. If you could do that, that would be really nice. That would be sweet of you. Because I want more people to know about my channel. So, anyway, I'll talk to you later. Remember, subscribe, like the video, commentate on what you think. And I'll see you guys, I don't know when, but I'll see you guys when I have more news to talk about. Bye.